The Bhagavad Gita, Chapter 12, The Path of Love, Bhakti Yoga. I love the one who is beyond I and mine, unperturbed by pain and not elated by pleasure. Visible or formed God worship versus invisible, formless God worship. Arjuna speaks again. My interest is aroused now, but I have a question. You say that only by unswerving love and worship can a devotee attain oneness with God. But some worship the invisible, formless God, Nirguna Brahman, while others worship the visible God with form, Saguna Brahman. Which of these two aspects is easiest? Which will melt your heart more? Krishna answers, I am pleased with either path, but worshipping Saguna Brahman, the one you can see, is right for you at this point, Arjuna. Setting your heart steadily on the visible aspect of me and becoming saturated with devotion and faith will lead you quickly and surely to me, the Godhead. Note, worshipping the visible, formed God, like Ram Das's Guru Maharaji, Babaji, Sri Yukteswar, or P. Yogananda, ones that have come before us as exemplars of Brahman, will be much easier to relate to than the formless Nirguna Brahman. They serve as image anchors to emulate. Realize, Arjuna, that Nirguna means not of nature. This Brahman is indefinable and unmanifested, invisible and not materialized. The senses, therefore, have no access to it. There is nothing to which it can be likened. Devotees of the non-materialized Godhead have a steeper climb. It is extremely difficult for a person in a physical form to really understand the formless. To deeply love the formless God, one must be free from one's own body consciousness, and this state is not attainable by many. Keep in mind, Arjuna, that worshipping divinity in a form will help only for a while. Those whose ultimate aim is full liberation must sooner or later give up attachment to the body. Without this, the Atma stage of spiritual development cannot be attained. The order of devotion. It is true that one is where one's mind is, so fix your mind on me. Be absorbed in me alone. Without a doubt, you will then come and live within me. Wean your mind away from the world. All is possible through Abhyasa Yoga, regular practice. If you are unable to become absorbed in me, wean your mind away from the world and reach me by constantly concentrating on me. I know this may seem impossible, but as I said, the impossible can be made possible through regular practice, Abhyasa Yoga. Transforming all worldly actions into worship purifies the mind, leading you to God. If you find that you are not disciplined enough to concentrate in this manner, transform all your worldly actions into worship. Do them for my sake, the grander good or purpose. Turn your force of habit to your own advantage. Make a habit of dedicating all your actions to divinity. In this way, you become my instrument, and your mind gradually becomes purified, which will lead you to me. Knowledge is better than mere performance of rituals. Meditation is better than knowledge. Abandoning the fruits of one's acts, tyaga, is better than meditation. Why? Because peace immediately follows the giving up of expectations. The most loved devotees. Note, this is a very significant portion of the book. Marks of the devotee whom God truly loves. Arjuna, I will now enumerate the marks of the devotee I most dearly love. I love the one who harbors no ill will towards any living being, who returns love for hatred, who is friendly and compassionate toward all. I love the devotee who is beyond I and mine, unperturbed by pain and not elated by pleasure, who possesses firm faith, is ever forgiving, ever contented, and ever meditating on me. Essential human empathy. The more love you exude, the more love you get. I love the peaceful devotee who is neither a source of agitation in the world nor agitated by the world. I love those who are free of fear, envy, and other annoyances that the world brings, who accept the knocks that come their way as blessings in disguise. Expect nothing. I love those who do their worldly duties unconcerned and untroubled by life. I love those who expect absolutely nothing. Those who are pure both internally and externally are also very dear to me. I love the devotees who are ready to be my instrument, meet any demands I make on them, and yet ask nothing of me. Power mantras. This one is to awaken the energy of sacrifice. Ram Dass would focus on the ajna, the sixth chakra, and he would say, I am a point of sacrificial fire held within the fiery will of God. If you do that long enough, the third eye becomes like a burning fire of sacrifice. Krishna continued, I love those that do not rejoice or feel revulsion, who do not grieve, do not yearn for possessions, are not affected by the bad or good things that happen to and around them, and are yet full of devotion to me. They are dear to me because they live in the self, Atma, not in the commotion of the world. Indifference to fluctuations and unattachment to stasis bring God's love. I love the devotees whose attitudes are the same toward friend or foe, who are indifferent to honor or ignominy, heat or cold, praise or criticism, who not only control their talking but are silent within. Also very dear to me are those generally content with life and unattached to things of the world, even to home. I love those whose sole concern is to love me. Indeed, these and all the others I mentioned are very, very dear to me. Hold me as your highest goal. Live your life in accordance with the immortal wisdom I have taught you here, and practice this wisdom with great faith and deep devotion. Surrender your mind and heart completely to me. Then I will love you dearly, and you will go beyond death to immortality.